From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Marlins Park. Today, it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. The Phillies will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Dylan Peters is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
So now Carlos Santana. He will lead this one off today. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded back up the middle. And that will be a base hit here for Santana. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Here's Starlin Castro. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
I think this all stems from the fact that they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
Here comes the 1-0. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this is code red right here. If they drop this one and get swept 4 games in their home ballpark, you could be sure that there's going to be a players only meeting happening.
Boy, Dero, it's a tough thing to do, and one of the things you want to do, you always want to protect your turf and play well at home. The series hasn't gone their way so far. They really need to pull this one out here to avoid the sweep at home.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, Dero, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Santana stands at second with no outs. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Anderson is over and he puts it away for the first out. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and the one thing that jumps off the page is that they're last in hits in the league. You might be able to get through a long season with 2-3-run homers every now and then, but I'm telling you what, you have no chance of going to the postseason and waiting on a 3-run bomb, because you're facing nothing but 1s and 2s. If you're going to beat up the 3, 4, 5 guys in a rotation, you have to find a way to create more scoring opportunities against the 1s and 2s.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The 1-0 misses for the second ball. One out and a runner on second base. Three and 0 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And he loses him on a breaking ball.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Here's Will Myers. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. A strike, and it's 2-1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Line to the right side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble.
Boy, every pitcher needs a little bit of help. How about this? This infielder makes a terrific catch on this line drive, probably saving a run from scoring.
Stepping into the box, JT Realmuto. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Looking at his career totals, Realmuto has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Definitely a solid way to start the game offensively. It always feels great to jump out to a 1-0 lead in the first inning, but now they've got a chance to really set the tone. 2 more runners in scoring position that they obviously don't want to leave out there.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. 1-2, here it comes. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. One for the Phillies here on the RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up from Miami, and Philadelphia is off to an early 1-0 lead. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
Ready now for the Marlins. Carmine Esposito to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First pitch coming. Here it is. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
In now, Emilio Mota, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. deGrom has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty D, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Here it comes on 1-1. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Batting third, right fielder, Lewis.
Stepping up now, Lewis Brinson. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Mota aboard here at first with nobody out. Ball two.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
The 2-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about it. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. The 2-2. is at the knees and called strike 3. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs, any way to drive in a run, and that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
Here's Justin Smoke now, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. A 1 pitch on its way. Here's a strike.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Throw over to first. Back in standing. Runners on first with 1 down. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. The 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
Up next from Miami, Scott Kingery. And the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame. First offering on its way. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
This is line to left. And that is going to get down for extra bases as this will drive home 2. As he arrives at second without a play as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their 3rd hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Stepping in now, Brian Anderson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
One 0 count. Here it is. Slider stayed too low. Ball two.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Second and third here, one man out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Herrera moving in. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Coming to the plate now, Dion Bridges, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. And a fastball just a bit high. Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike one. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Herrera on the run, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Marlins 2 and the Phillies 1. At the plate, Maikel Franco. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so.
Maikel Franco.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And we're fortunate enough to watch one of the best outfielders in the game. The Gold Glover resides in left field. Can go back on balls as easily as go in on balls. Strong, accurate throwing arm. Look for him to make a play today.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Bases are empty. 1 man out. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And a curveball drops in on 2-1. 2-2 now.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
The 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Up around the face.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Another full count offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8 pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Zero, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
Into the box now, Jacob deGrom. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman, covering now for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So striding in, Carlos Santana, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. First pitch fastball runs a bit too high. It's ball 1.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Santana playing here in his age 34 season. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Now the 2-1 pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Crawford stands at second with 2 gone. Hit in the air out to center field. Mota on the move, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. The tying run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knob.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Standing in now, Starlin Castro, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. Fastball called strike 1-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 2-2. Settling in now, Juan Centeno. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground to the right side. Santana's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
So here now is the pitcher, Dylan Peters. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1. Bounce it to the left side. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
In now, Carmine Esposito. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Strike 2 swinging. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. Count remains 2-2. Just got a piece to the right side, but it gets fouled. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Another full count offering on its way. Swing and a liner. Foul. Ready with the payoff pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Stepping into the box, Emilio Mota. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. A little bouncer, but it's foul, strike 1. Missed with a slider. Peters over at second. Esposito at first, 1 gone. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. A great shot there of the blue waters and long sandy stretches of Miami Beach. Back now for the top of the 3rd inning on the show. Striding in, Rhys Hoskins reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. Right side. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Will Myers, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it is Brinson. 2 down.
The batter, catcher, JT Realmuto.
Now at the plate, JT Realmuto. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Here it comes on 0-2. And the changeup is way low that time.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Phillies down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the third, all even at 2 apiece. Here's Justin Smoke now.
Leading off for the Marlins, first baseman, Justin Smoke.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Lifted in the air out to center field. Pereira is there, and he has it for the first out. Now batting, Scott Kingery.
4.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch changeup, chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Into the box, Brian Anderson. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Dion Bridges would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. Taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Into the box now, Dion Bridges. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. A 1-1. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year. And it stakes the Marlins to a 4-2 lead.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
Standing in now, Juan Centeno. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Takes a knee-high fastball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A high fastball is in there. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
2 out, nobody on. Now that's popped up. And Franco will make the catch to retire the side. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. We're through 3 here in Miami, and the Fish have taken a 4-2 lead. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
The windup and the 0-1. Favorable call in there for a strike. High pop-up. Bridges over to his right. Makes the play, 1 away.
Third baseman, number 7.
Standing in, Maikel Franco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. That misses. 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Here's another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. We're in the fourth inning of a 4-2 ball game. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1-2-3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Now a swing on 3-1, but this is shot foul right around home plate, and the count will go full to 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Up next for Philadelphia, pitcher, Jacob DeGrom.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jacob DeGrom. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Centeno shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies strand 1. They trail it here 4-2. Matt Duffy will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7, Matt Duffy.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Batting average down in the low 210s. 2 home runs and 7 driven in.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Castro ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And while we have a moment here, let's look at the Phillies' road to the show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Ready for another shot now. Carmine Esposito. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. And that one stayed up a little high. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Center fielder, number 6. Emilio.
Striding in once again, Emilio Mota. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, He's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Now the 0-2 pitch, and a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Esposito leads off second with one gone in the inning. Sliders, strike three called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. Two gone.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 home. Now that's popped up. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike one. Popped high in the air. Realmuto has a play, and that's the third out. One left for Miami, but they still lead this one 4-2. Severino Gonzalez is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Severino Gonzalez.
Here's Carlos Santana now. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Carlos Santana.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Santana in front with a 2-0 count.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Two and one after the foul ball there. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball three. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. The 3-1. And a good eye here as he takes ball four, and it's a base on balls to lead off the fifth inning.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
Here's Starlin Castro. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Mota ranging back, and this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
That is why you can't walk the leadoff hitter. A solo shot becomes a 2-run homer, and the damage just kind of snowballs. Tough one to swallow.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. As he'll take a look at ball one. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. 1-0 home. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that. Fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
Hard on the ground towards short. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Number 4, Will Myers.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Will Myers. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Still only one out in the inning. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Here's one that misses now to the Philly right fielder. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-1. This one's down to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
Now to the plate, JT Realmuto. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ripped on the ground to first. Speared on the dive. Hey now. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Stepping up to the plate, Justin Smoke. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Justin Smoke.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt you.
The 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. It's 1-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. And in steps Scott Kingery. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed up a little high.
Counts 1-0.
5th inning here of a tie ball game. 4-4. Hit sharply on the ground. Crawford gloves it. And that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Striding into the box, Brian Anderson. First pitch on its way. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike. Fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
Miami down in order. 5 innings complete. This ball game's even at 4-4. Stepping in, Odubel Herrera. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Here it comes. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Popped him up. Bridges is there. 1 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
In now, Michael Franco. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Line hard. But this is a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at, and the count moves full. Fouled off. Centeno might try to make a play on it, and that's going to land foul. The next 3-2. Grounded up the first baseline. To his left, Smoke. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
Standing in, J.P. Crawford. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. The 2-2 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Digging in once again, Jacob deGrom. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
And the changeup is way low that time. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. Crawford leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
The 3-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1 left for Philadelphia. Through 5.5, we're tied at 4. At the plate, Dion Bridges comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear.
Stepping in now, Juan Centeno in the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And a very big mistake as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. toward the alley in left center. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Here comes Ned Yost up out of the dugout and on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs in a tie ball game, he'll remain responsible for those runners at the corners as he hopes the bullpen can work out of the jam. Sanchez takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the sixth inning.
Number 23.
Magneuris Sierra will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Magneuris Sierra.
Down the first baseline. Gloved by Santana, and he's out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score.
That could be a tough read for the runner at third because your first instinct is to take off for home on the ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
Into the box now, Carmine Esposito, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a walk in his last trip. The 0-1 pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Here's the 0-2. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another 1-2 delivery. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. First and second now, one man out. Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him. And watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Standing in now, Emilio Mota, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-1, and he misses with it. 1-1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
1-1. His fastball taken high for a ball.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
The 2-1. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Marlins strand a pair. 6 innings are in the books, all square, 4-4. Welcome back to South Florida. Before we start the 7th, let's pause to take a quick look at how we got here. It's our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Tommy Hunter will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Tommy Hunter.
Carlos Santana will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Carlos Santana.
He's set. Here it comes. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Now the 1-0. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. Too high, and it's 3-0.
No strike.
Three and 1 to him now. The 3-1, and he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Now in the box, Starlin Castro, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence in that last at-bat when he hit a home run. First pitch breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive home run. We'll see if they attack him more with fastballs in this at-bat.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Runners on the move for second. 1 and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Bouncer down the line. One there. Back to first, but it's right by him. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, when this play started, it all looked good. They get the lead runner, no problem, but he just doesn't make the return throw, and the hitter ends up safely at second. Not the result they were hoping for on what should have been a nice double play.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1 ball, no strikes the count. A 1-0 delivery. A curveball that catches the inside corner. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Curveball that time, not even close.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Here now the 2-2. And this one gets away. And the recovery's not going to be in time at third, and that should be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with two gone now.
I really liked that he gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
The 1-0 is taken, strike one. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Outside, 2-1.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. The 2-2. Liner toward right center. And he has just given them the lead late as this is down for extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run is also in, and with it they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And oh dear, that caught him full bore on the mound as it ricochets back toward the plate. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Get up and stretch. Home half of the seventh coming up. Philadelphia's out in front now, 5-4. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and chopped up the middle, gloved by Castro. And that's out number 1.
The batter, first baseman, Justin.
Stepping in, Justin Smoke. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. First pitch on its way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. Right over the middle, knee high. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Bases are empty. One man out. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he struck him out. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Digging in, Scott Kingery. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0. He's in there for strike 1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Arlene Garcia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
66, Arlene Garcia.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now here it comes. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And a fastball just a bit high. Garcia, 28 years old. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The 1-1. There's a swinging strike on the sinker.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 this series.
Line to the right side. Brinson is there to put it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, Maikel Franco. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And he looks at a ball. 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Popped high in the air. Kingery is camped under this one. And there's the second out of the inning. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
The 1-1 home. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-2 now.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over.
3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Ned Yost making his way out toward home plate, so it looks like we're going to see the double switch here. Blake Trinan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 39, Blake Trinan. Now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th spot, number 24.
Now at the plate, Brian Anderson. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Leading off for the Marlins, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. The Phillies leading by the slimmest of margins late in this one and trying to hang on and earn the series sweep.
One of the keys if you want to sweep a team is you're going to have to get some big outs in that 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. They're leading by a run as we're going towards the end of this game. Now it's time for the pitching staff to put this one under wraps.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
In now, Dion Bridges. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. One out, nobody on. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. The 1-2. Popped him up. And Santana able to stay with it here for route number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Juan Centeno.
Now at the plate, Juan Centeno. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Pitch on the way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. The 2-2. Weak chopper up the line. Santana charging in on it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Miami down in order, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Zach McAllister will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Nick Ahmed will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 13.
Into the box now, number 24. First trip to the plate for him in the ball game.
Leading off for Philadelphia.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
24.
Hard hit ball to second. Kingery's there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for Philadelphia, first baseman Carlos.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Carlos Santana. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. High and deep down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Called strike 0-2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Line to the right side. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Number 13, second baseman Starlin.
Here's Starlin Castro. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. Here's the first pitch to him. Nope. And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Mota is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Phillies down in order. They lead it 5-4. David Robertson comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 30, David Robertson.
In now, Nick Ahmed. He'll be the one to start things out against David Robertson, who tries to close the door in this one.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by 1 at home, you've got a chance with that last at bat.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Robertson, a right-hander standing just under 6 foot at 5'11", enters the day in 3rd place among closers in All-Star fan voting, so it remains to be seen if he gets his invite to this year's festivities.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. He'll get it into second, and he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Carmine Esposito. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. First offering on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. And they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Stepping in now, Emilio Mota. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And the runner's coming home. Oh, and the bunt attempt is missed here. And he is a sitting duck after the pitch out. They had that one sniffed out well as he is out trying to score. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there, and that's the second out of the inning. Digging in, Lewis Brinson. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Robertson pauses. Here's the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Esposito at second with 2 down. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Ranging back is Herrera. To the track, to the wall. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. Miami came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Zach McAllister claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins,